Hello YouTube, Powermixer right here. So we're going to bring a little tech advice for the coming format. Now, you may agree, may not agree, but I really don't care. So for the first card is actually a card I teched in my Gimmick Puppet deck. I kind of enjoy it. It's called Aunty. So with this card, you pretty much wager a card against your opponent. Each player reveals one card in their hand. Whoever has the highest level wins. The loser has to send their card to the graveyard and take 1,000 points of damage. So in Gimmick Puppets, the entire deck is pretty much level 8. Forcing your opponent, if they don't have a Trag, to pretty much, lose their card. Spells and traps count as 0. So the thing is, if you play cards like Trag, or even if you play the E-Dragons against like a rank 4 deck, playing Aunty will pretty much always get you 1,000 points, as well as eliminating a card from their hand. So, I find that useful if you're playing like a high level deck, dragons, heretics, you all can play it, So that's the first tech, I would say. Second card we have, with the Coming of Gold series, well, it's not exactly just Gold series, we have Unknown Synchron here. Which you might be thinking, like, what's the relevant point of Unknown Synchron? He's a dark level 1 tuner. Which means dragon decks, or decks that play level 7s, can now synchro into Beals. Which we all know is a pain in the ass to get rid of. So, keep that in mind. So you also can, just go synchro. Obviously, Beals isn't out yet, so we have a Scrap Dragon here to take his place. He's not as cool, but people get over it. Anyways, the point of splashing a level 1 tuner is just always pretty good. And the fact that he's dark and qualifies for one of the best synchro monsters that we're getting nowadays is always good to see. Next card we have is Chameleon. So here's the thing. When it's summoned, you can summon out any monster that has 0 defense from your graveyard. A lot of people may have noticed that decks like Battle Boxes are playing this to grab back their Glass Jaws. But if you notice any monster in your deck really has 0 defense, and you want to throw in a level 4 tuner, it's always good. You can go for Machina Gear Frame, 0 defense. You can go into a level 8 Synchro pretty easily, or a rank 4. If you play Vampires, you can go to Shadow Vampire. If you play a deck that has a question mark, then you can go for something like Trag. While in graveyard, question marks are 0. So Chameleon can pull it out. Stuff like that. It's always pretty good. And here's the thing. Even if you don't have something like that, you can always just go for summon this, and then banish 2. Go for a Dragon. Level 11. Who's our favorite Star Eater? Who's our favorite Star Eater?
You gotta have that in the video, you know that, right? I had that in the deck box.
Oh, well, I forgot about it. I don't care.
Oh well.
So the next card we're going to talk about for tech.
Before we go, Thrasher. Photon Thrasher. 21-0.
21-0. As long as you have special summon from your hand first, you can go bring out a Thrasher.
Thrasher.
Next card we have is Trap Tricks Trap Hole Nightmare.
Yay!
Now this card is really good for several reasons. One, takes care of problem, exceeds. Also, some things like Dark Arm Dragon. So what it does is, if a monster that special summon this turn activates its effect, you can flip this, negate, destroy it. So obviously, synchros and exceeds all have to be special summoned, and most of the time you play them to play their effects. So if they go 1/1, activate and pay cost to I can't talk. Activate effect, pay cost, try to stake your guy. You go Trap Tricks, Trap Hole Nightmare. He has no material, so now he's destroyed. You're good to go. He's knocked out. Your opponent goes Exciton Knight, tries to blow up the board. You go no. Scrap Dragon tries to take out a card on both sides. You go no. If they go Dark Arm Dragon or Judgment Dragon, which with the coming of Lightsworns in their new structure deck, as well as their support cards, it would be nice to have an out to JD.
Ooh. Just off Kalikuri's the big synchros.
Yeah, the card carry synchros, they activate on summon. You can shut those down. Last card, King Tiger Wengu. You play against decks like Gadgets, Yugioh. You play against maybe Madolche. They play their Mageline, 1400, dies. They play Muflin, dies. So the only thing it doesn't kill really is Hoot Cake and Messenger Lotto, which that really isn't that big of a deal. You put some back row with this guy, you're good.
Also, Angelia 1000. Can't be afraid of that big kitty.
Can't be afraid of kitty. So everyone, that is our first deck text. I hope you all enjoyed. We'll probably come back with some more. If you have any text you'd like to suggest, put it in the comment section below. If not, well, at least give us some kind of feedback. Constructive, if you wouldn't mind. You all have a great day.
Goodbye.
Bye, Mr.